Hey, this is going to be a bit different from the last videos I've posted, but I'm going to go through every single one of these that I own. I'm probably going to miss a few in the moment. I will correct myself later in the comments, most likely. But this is everything I have here, which is almost all of the swords I've ever made, minus a few orders and swords that are broken. First, we have a whip. Self-explanatory. These, think of as one-handed meteor hammers that can be connected together to form, I know there's a name for it, but I can't remember. That is a meteor hammer that I'm comfortable striking my friends with, dueling. That is a karma. I don't know how to use it, but it's good enough. 3-section staff, and yes, it is the playful cloud from JJK. I've recently got into it. That, I don't know, it's a cross between nunchucks, 3-section staff. It's unlike with the nunchucks where you chain strikes back into other moves. This one is used purely for area denial. Now, can it be used to attack? Yes, but due to its length, you only really get that one attack off, and then you have to bring it back. Due to its length in the middle, it needs to stay in motion to be effective. Scythe, that's being repaired. These are a mix between, well, I don't know why I decided to make them, but I did. Only way I can explain it, if Nanami from JJK and Kratos had a cursed love child. That's a really big karma. Those 5 there are my training swords. I used to have 2 of those, of the big one below the stick, but it broke and I'm in the process of fixing the handle of it. I'll do a video on these later. Those are based on Radan swords, the twin ones. Cirques from Elden Ring, Shotels, and then we've got 2 smaller ones that work more like daggers or swords. Great Shotel, Shamshir, kinda. Great Falx, Mini Falx, mini Falx that I'm yet to make. They kind of whack in reverse grip. First shield. Then we got a smaller buckler-esque. Then my Hungarian punching shield. Then we've got Zweihander number 1, made out of polytype. We've got Zweihander number 2, made out of a fishing pole with the rondelle, which is kind of accurate because the tip of this sword broke off. Then I turned it into a rondelle. Technically it'd be called a dirk then, but I'm not Scottish. There's the 2 scimitars, that's a great one. There is my saber that I'm comfortable to fence with. There's the saber I'm not comfortable to fence with. Great saber, that's just a beating stick. Then we've got Letter's sword from Elden Ring, which is a light great sword. Some form of a mixture of like English, Scottish, Welsh swords, kind of all together. The amazing Zweihander. That is a straight sword that I only use for showing my friends and other people I deal with warm-ups and other cuts due to a large crack in the middle, which is why I don't swing it anymore. Those 2 are paired, being from Elden Ring, the Bloody Healers and the smaller version of it. Then we come to the dual great katanas, Rakshas normal. Then we come to the smaller, more sword-like ones. Masamune, Sephiroth sword, which is actually somewhat correct length, it's 1.8 meters. Nagakibas, game accurate Nagakiba. Wakizashi, question mark. It's usable in reverse grip. Well, more than that one is. Another Nagamaki with the straight hilt. My pair of swords. The katana, and these are the 2 that you'd wear together, which kind of works for the whole dual wielding thing. Really short Nagamaki, my lone Nagamaki, then my great Nagamaki. Then we move into spears. This is the Naginata. This one's more realistic. This one's from Elden Ring, being the cross Naginata, and then that one's from Sekiro, being the final boss's one that I don't know the name of. But as you may have noticed in the last video, there is this on the end of it. Due to last time I was fencing, which I haven't posted in a while, I got struck in just above the eyebrow, and it dug quite deep. But I don't blame the person who was dueling. It was not their fault. It was my fault for positioning and not explaining the dangers, and I should have done that to begin with. Moving on, just gotta step in between these swords. Fuck. We've got a Lucerine that I'm contemplating leaving or finishing. Loretta's staff from Elden Ring. Now we move on to the more specialty or weapons that I don't really have a category for yet. We've got these swords, which are based off fantasy orc swords, where it's just metal stabbed together in sword shapes, used to beat the hell out of people. Move on to an S-stock that is actually quite short due to the fact it broke at the tip. Parrying dagger. Tomfers, I'm yet to do a video on those. That's a throwing bat, due to a friend originally asking for due to asking if I could make some form of throwing, weapon, which is just a foam wiffle bat, I think they're called. We're covered in tape so it can be thrown. That's just a throwing stick, kind of pairs with the Tomfers. These are a trio, but never used at the same time. You either rock the two small ones or the one big one. I plan to do a video on those shortly, actually. There's just an axe. Originally it was a full-length halberd, and then it broke, and then I just turned it into the axe. And then we've got the broken longsword and the broken short sword from Dark Souls games, ? And yeah, that's kind of it. If you have any questions about any of them, I'll try and answer them in the comments to the best of my abilities. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys later.